Hello, welcome to Mina's Bookshelf for another deck review. Today I'm taking a look at the CATICORN Tarot by Pamela Chan with artwork by Delphine Dion. This is a mass market deck just released by US Games Incorporated. They sent me this review copy and I'm really grateful for it. I was ready for a more, let's say, summer vibe kind of deck, spring summer vibe. And this deck scores 10 out of 10, and it's not just because of the cuteness factor that is pretty strong, as you can imagine, but also because this unassuming little cat unicorn tarot, it's also pretty powerful. It's a very strong reader. So let's take a look. It comes in a very nice sturdy two-part box. Let's take a look with the artwork on each side. It's a fairly big keepsake box, in the sense that it's not as small as one of their original traditional tuck box, as you can tell, and it's not even as small as one of their most recent two-part box. This is the Edinburgh Tarot, so you can see it's a little bit bigger, and it's because it's housing a guidebook. There is normally should be smaller. This one is a little bit larger than normal. Pamela Chan. This is a name that should ring a bell with a lot of tarot lovers, because she is the creator of the Unicorn Tarot. I think that was the name of the deck, and I think I also owned it at some point. It was an indie deck. Unicorn lovers should know about that. She's also the creator of a few others tarot decks. So let's see, from the back of the box you have a preview of the cards. Adorable. I mean, I could keep going with this review just using one adjective, and that's adorable, or cute, beautiful, pretty, sweet. I mean, these are all the words that come up to mind when I look at these pictures. And I did fall in love with this deck when I saw previews on US Games Instagram account. Caticorns are modern mythical creatures who live deep in the forest of the unicorn realm, where they have built a beautiful community full of joy and magic. Working with the whimsical yet wise Caticorns can spark a cat-like curiosity in your life and lead you on mystical adventures. Ask the Caticorn guides your questions, and it will reveal the teachings hidden in every card. Find your path of purpose. Of course, they played with a word. And pleasure here in the enchanted Caticorn kingdom includes a 78 card deck and 88 page guidebook with upright and reversed meanings. So this is the two-part hard case box. It's a very nice, I mean, this is a great deck for a gift if you're thinking of gifting a tarot to a new tarot lover, to a chronologically younger person, or somebody wants to start the journey with the tarot without having to deal with, let's say, more jarring colors. Although this is my centennial, so the colors are a little bit toned down. But you know what I mean, the RWS played back jarring colors and some more, you know, confronting and difficult to deal with kind of images. So absolutely, but just keep in mind that behind the sweetness and the cuteness, there's also the wisdom. There's also a deck that is really good for readings, really good. And we'll see why. So kudos to Delphine Dion. She did an excellent job with the artwork. I love it. It's absolutely adorable. So this is the box, beautiful purple lining. Let's move these out of the way for right now. This is the guidebook. We'll take a look at that. This is the inside of the box, and I love this cradle here. It's pretty sturdy. It's not one of those flimsy cardboard insert that fall apart very easily. This is a pretty sturdy box. It's, for example, the Herb Crafters Tarot comes in a very similar box, or also the Pastoral Tarot by Lisa Hunt. Pretty ribbon. I love the colors, the pastel colors that were chosen by US Games, and I'm sure that they reflect Mrs. Chan taste, because I remembered her Unicorn Tarot, her first indie deck tarot, deck was really pretty. Same choice of color palette. So this is a very nice sturdy box. Very nice presentation. Love it. Here to the side. And let's take a look at the cards. They're not gilded. Some of the most recent decks released by US Games have been printed on this new cardstock, linen finished cardstock with gilding. This one is not, but I think it's just wonderful. I love it because it comes printed in that traditional US Games cardstock, matte finish, on the thin side but very flexible. Reminds me a lot of the the cardstock that is used for playing cards. These are the backs, and they're reversible. And the size, I would say it's very similar to a traditional US Games tarot deck size. Just a hair taller and a hair wider. But for somebody who, like me, has small hands, be reassured that it is a very easy to handle as a deck, and it's also very easy to shuffle because the cards are not too thick. They're really flexible, and they have a nice body, nice core. Let's take a look at the guidebook. The guidebook is printed in black and white, and there are no thumbnails for each of the cards. There are sparse illustrations here and there, but that is just fine. If saving money on the cost of the production of a big guidebook with glossy paper and a lot of color illustrations helped keep the price point of this deck down to $24.95, so be it. Actually I welcome that as a feature. So in the guidebook, we have an introduction. Caticorn, a mythical modern creature that is a blend between a cat and a unicorn, often resembling a cat with a single unicorn horn on its forehead and sometimes with the tail of a unicorn. In the deep forest of the unicorn realm, the collective known as the Caticorns have laid claims to the lands beyond the mystical waterfall. They have built a beautiful community full of joy and magic. Then we have the usual chapters, a tarot moment. Many of you might be new to the tarot world, so this chapter is a quick review on how this ancient system of divination is set up, how to read the tarot, the usual steps, cleaning your mind, focusing on being present with your cards, ask your questions in the right way. And then we have a step 3 and 4 about picking the cards, summarizing the readings, and then some fabulous spreads. We have the daily magic pull, one card, the curious Caticorn, 3-card spread. What is happening now? What do I need to know? And what will happen if I choose this option? Then we have your Caticorn inner magic. The Amazing spread helps you discover and cultivate your inner magic. 4 cards. What is my unique Caticorn inner magic? How can I access my Caticorn inner magic? What is blocking me from fully accessing my inner magic? And how can I apply my inner magic to my situation, to the situation or my life? And then we have the write-up for each of the cards. As I said before, no thumbnail. But we have a paragraph, an introductory paragraph, a meaning for the upright messages, they played with the feline language here, a reversed meaning, and so on and so forth. For each of the cards, let's see, for the minor arcana, we have the same amount of information, and I would say so. Yes, absolutely. And then there is a conclusion and about the author. Pamela Chan is a Akashic business coach, cosmic priestess, award-winning author, and best-selling deck creator. And a few words on this amazing artist. Delphine Dion is a French illustrator, passionate about nature. She has developed sharp eyes for animals' attitude, especially cats and birds. And she is very good, because what she managed to translate in the images of this deck is not only a faithful depiction of the arcana following the RWS tradition, but also managing to showing the cats in their typical behaviors and managing to describe each of the fundamental meanings of the symbolism of the RWS system with actions. There's quite a few cat tarot decks out there, and some of them are lovely, don't get me wrong, but they just present the cat standing there with a title, but nothing or not much in the illustration actually helps you understand through the action, through whatever is going on, what is the real meaning of the cards. This is why I was saying this deck is a powerful reader for anybody, for collectors, for cat lovers like I am. I'm a cat mama. I have 2 cats. So for me, owning a cat tarot and using a cat tarot is particularly meaningful. There's a sentimental reason behind my choice. But an unexperienced reader is not going to have any problems using this deck, not to mention the fact that the graceful, positive, light-hearted images are going to be easy to deal with for whomever doesn't want to work with the jarring colors and with confrontational images that you can find in other decks. So let's take a look at the cards. We have the Fool. In this Fool card, the Fool goes a step further than the traditional, the traditional Fool, because in the RWS, our Fool is about to take a plunge off this cliff, and he has a canine companion trying to warn him about the danger. But here we have a cat that has taken the plunge. They're brave animals, really brave. The little companion here is a mouse. What an odd couple, right? But we have all the other elements. We have the sun. We have the little bundle here, the little knapsack. We have a companion. We have the cliff. We have the mountains in the back. So we have everything. Very positive images. Then we have the Magician. With all the items, one for each of the suits and the elements. Merlin-esque kind of depiction. We have the High Priestess with a pomegranate and 2 trees instead of the pillars. And she has a crystal ball in front of her. Then we have the Empress. Beautiful, fertility and beauty, indicated here by the presence of I think these are grapes and roses and the Venus symbol. Then we have the Emperor. Very cute. I love this card with a little ram here. The sense of solidity here because he's standing on a throne made of rocks. Then we have the Hierophant with the 2 supplicants. And I love the fact that instead of holding the key, it has a fishbone here. I love the fact that he's the high priest, the Hierophant, is standing on books, because for me, not only the Hierophant is a symbol of wisdom and you know, and tradition and dogma and establishment, but it's also the symbol of higher learning. And we have the Lovers, very cute, really adorable. I love the watercolor in this deck and the choice of colors here. Beautiful Chariot card. And then we have Strength, the Hermit. There's rain in this picture that we don't normally find in the traditional RWS, but I love the fact that the cat is holding the lantern, that there's a star in it, and that he's wearing a nice cape, just like in the RWS. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, Justice. I love to see the blindfold on her eyes. Justice is blind, or at least they should be. And then 2 little mice here, and a black one and a white one on the scales. Beautiful. The Hangman, having a different perspective on life. I like also the font, nice and clear, very pleasant. It doesn't clash with the rest of the artwork. I love the fact that it's borderless, although I personally don't mind borders on decks. I'm not one of those people who, you know, want to have only borderless decks. I'm fine with a nice border when it suits the artwork of the card. Death, so keeping the paw on a butterfly. The Temperance card. Oh, I love this one. This is a little bit different as a representation of this arcanum, because we have a fish tank instead of the traditional, let's see, the traditional angel here, with keeping balance on 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot on in the water. But yeah, you might say it's a similar concept. Then we have the Devil, or the trap, the mouse trap. But as you can see, the trap is not completely closed. The cage is not completely closed, because the real cage here is the temptation, because there's a nice succulent piece of cheese here that is holding these 2 mice from their freedom. They're free to go whenever they want, because the cage, you know, is open. So it's a very clever way to represent, to render this arcanum. Well done. The Tower. The Star. I love this staircase to the star here. Moon. Sun card, beautiful. This Capricorn is hugging a unicorn, stuffed animal. Beautiful, beautiful, with all these sunflowers. Love this card, really like it. Then we have Judgment. And the World, with this big ball of yarn. Love it, love it. And then into the minor arcana, we have the Ace of Cups, and I cannot resist a nice teacup. Beautiful. The Two of Cups, enjoying their tea. the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups. I love the way the cat is looking at these cups because they're probably empty, but he's being offered a new cup here. You know, all these little details, like the fish bones here on the curtains. Actually, there was a detail on the box that I forgot to show. How adorable in every little detail in this deck. You see the paw prints and the crowns. I mean, little things, but very meaningful. Together, they create this very unified and beautiful, cohesive look that I love. Five of Cups, crying on spilled milk. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups, beautiful, dreaming about all the things cats normally love. The little cat house here, plants they normally play with, fish, lizards, a mystery cat. Very nice, very well done. Eight of Cups, walking away when things don't serve your life purpose anymore. Nine of Cups, absolute contentment. 10 of Cups, with family, happy home, happy family, love it. Page of Cups, how adorable is this one? Patting a little fish here. How safe is that fish in that cup? Love it. Then we have the Knight of Cups, and I love the choice of this mythical creature here on a merry-go-round. The Queen of Cups, absolutely adorable with these little fish here all around. The King of Cups with a more concerned face, and I love the fact that the creator kept all the symbolism of a traditional deck. Sometimes the creators, when they represent the King of Cups, forget to include the little ship here in the back, boat or ship, whatever. There's a in a meaning of the traditional meaning of this card. This may be also a person who comes from a foreign country, from overseas, and this is why that little detail is important and add nice, interesting nuances to the way you can read a card. And we have the Ace of Wands. This is probably the best toy ever for a cat. The wand with all the feathers. Two of Wands. Which one to pick? Which one of the two? And then we have the Three of Wands. Like it. Then we have the Four of Wands. Five of Wands. I hope the lighting is doing this deck justice. There's a luscious vegetation now that it's summer out of my window, and there all the branches are creating a lot of shade. Six of Wands. You don't see the like the supporters, the crowd of supporter cheering you up, but you have the trophy here as a symbol of success. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. Pretty hard to transport all those wands with your tail. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. I love these horses on the merry-go-round, like for the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Wands, my card. Beautiful. With the sunflowers, and there's a little companion here that in this case is a mouse, not a black cat. The King of Wands. I love to see the lizards and the lion on this backdrop here. Ace of Swords. Really nice. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. There's a rainbow here in this heart, despite the rain. So there's a silver lining in everything, also in some more painful experiences. The Four of Swords. Rest and rejuvenation. Look at instead of the stained glass window, we have a little, two little birds here depicted. Five of Swords. Six of Swords, moving on towards calmer waters. Seven of Swords. Strategy and deception. The Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. 10 of Swords. I love to see the owl in this card, which I know is also another very dear animal to Pamela Chan. She created an entire deck, I think, about owls, if I'm not mistaken. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. I'm really like the court cards. I mean, I like all the cards, but I'm particularly smitten with the court cards in this deck. The Queen of Swords. The King of Swords. And then Pentacles. Usually one of my favorite suit. I love to see the little ladybug. This is a very lucky circumstance and opportunity for you if you drew that card. The Two of Pentacles. Love all these plants. Love the coloration of this suit. The Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Cast out and left out in the cold. Buried in snow. The Six of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is too cute. Too cute for words. Look at the little cat holding the coin in its mouth. Adorable, adorable. Then the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Very pretty. With a little parrot here. 10 of Pentacles. Love this card. Page of Pentacles. So cute. Knight of Pentacles. Another lovely court card. The Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. With a bag full of money. And the little ox here is a symbol. One of the main traditional symbols in the card. And the beautiful mansion in the back. Really, really nice. I love this cardstock. Has the little bit of that waxy feel to it. Very easy to shuffle in any way, sideways, hand over hand, riffle shuffle. You could also bridge the cards. I know that somebody with stronger hands than I have can easily do it. I'm not pushing my luck. And let's read from the guidebook. Let's pick a card. It's the Tower. Interesting. The Tower. What do we need to know about this card from the guidebook? During a stormy night, out of nowhere, the window blew open and lightning struck the cat tower, causing the caticorns to quickly abandon their perch. The tower had been their favorite place for the longest time, and everyone is devastated, and now it has burned to ashes. They have relied on this tower for comfort, and now it is suddenly gone. Instead of dwelling on their loss, they have already started to search for their next favorite tower that will be even better than the last one. So this is the main write-up. Upright messages. Now, this change might shock you, as it may feel as if everything in your external world that you have come to know and that made you feel safe has burned to the ground. What the tower represents is the thing that used to work for you that no longer serve you anymore. Therefore, just like a caticorn with 9 lives, you are also being given a chance at a new life. You have an opportunity to upgrade your life and create a new and epic experience. Reverse messages. Looking at the Tower card in reverse means turning inward. The upright tower mentions big shifts and changes in your external world and experiences. The reverse card represents your internal world. This deals with beliefs, thoughts, and the purpose of your life that just doesn't make sense anymore because you're choosing to be a new person. Being this new version of yourself also requires a new set of beliefs. While it can be uncomfortable for a moment, keep focusing on what you now value and believe in to get out of this tower moment much faster. So as you can tell, the messages are very positive and supportive. It's a very supportive deck, like all the decks created by Pamela Chan. There are no keywords, defined keywords for each of the arcana, and for a quick, let's say, for a quick look at the meaning of the card. But I mean, that's okay. You can find those if that is the kind of structure that you need to learn the tarot and to get acquainted with the deck. You can use any tarot manual, any tarot guidebook. Very nice messages, and from what I've read from the guidebook, they're all they have the same very supportive voice. Now, let's do a spread, one of the spreads. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe this is an invitation for from the tarot to read another message that might be important for somebody who's watching the video right now, since we're talking about very supportive messages. They offer a lot of guidance. They're very wise. So I mean, don't take for granted that this is a light-hearted tarot and therefore it lacks the depth of a traditional tarot deck. It's actually pretty meaningful and pretty powerful because the messages are very spiritually. They offer a lot of guidance and a lot of wisdom. 5 of Pentacles. The snow is so cold, but a Capricorn in the 5 of Pentacles has a thick fur coat and can withstand the winter storm for now. He has been out in the forest looking for coins and food all day. Finally, his day is starting to look up because he sees the 5 Pentacles in the tree. Upright message. The current situation is not favorable for you at this time, so you will have to bear with it like the Capricorn has done, surviving the cold. The cold weather. You must think there is no hope, however. If you stop focusing only on your problems and look around, you will see that there are other options, support, and opportunities available to you. Reversed message. A reversed 5 of Pentacles means that the circumstances you're experiencing right now are happening because you have been stuck in a mindset of lack. And that is creating your reality. Instead, focus on what you're grateful for so that you can attract more abundance that you deserve into your life. So here's your guidance, your spiritual guidance. from the creator. I also paired it with a couple of ooh, all the most challenging cards, the Ten of Swords, with a couple of cards from other oracle decks. This is the Divine Feather Messenger deck and book set by Alison De Nicola with artwork by David Schreier. Which I think is a great companion for this deck. You might wonder, you put birds and cats together, that's a difficult situation right there, and maybe probably because it's an odd couple, I thought they might work really well. Plus the aesthetics of the two decks is very similar in the fact that in the sense that we have animals and beautiful watercolors. So I don't know if you can see it clearly. We have a cardinal, stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. We have the Ten of Swords in the middle, and then we have the finch on the right. New opportunities and choices are opening to you. Claim them. So I feel like somebody who has in a very defeated state of mind that needs to step up, chin up a little bit, and believe in new opportunities coming their way. Then we have the Queen of Cups between the Crow and the Sterling. See how beautiful they look together? I forgot to show the backs of these two decks. This is a beautiful deck with feathers on one side and the picture of the bird and the message on the other side. Then we have the Queen of Cups with the Crow and the Sterling. So universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And on the other side of the Queen, we have the Sterling. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. One more, just for the sake of it, because they're beautiful. We have the Ace of Wands with the hawk and the grouse. And this is how the feathers look. And we have pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now, and this could be the message that might inspire you in a specific direction. Embrace the power of dance and movement to access your higher guidance, your highest guidance. So this was the pairing with the Divine Feather Messages Oracle. Oops. And I think it worked really well for me. I got some very nice messages from these cards. Another deck that might work really well with this one, although not similar in when it comes to artwork, because it's a collage art style deck. I think it's a Love Who You Are by Angie Salins. But I think that the very positive and encouraging nature of the messages might be a great pairing to work with in combination with the Capricorn Tarot. I mean, the energy, the vibes are the same, positive and self-empowering. Okay, let's see what comes next. We have the Queen of Wands talking about self-empowerment. She's a champion when it comes to that. Between bring your monster flowers and mind your monkey business. Then we have the King of Wands, between fail abundantly and honor your wisdom. And then we have the Ace of Swords, between gather your nuts and look beyond the surface. So a message about truth and authenticity. Okay, so this was the pairing with the Love Who You Are. Great decks for self-empowering messages. Let's see if there is any time left. We can do just a very quick deck interview. Just show you, or maybe, yeah, let's do a deck interview to show you how the cards look together. So what is the card in the deck that better represents the energy of this deck? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Absolutely, as I said before, this is a great workhorse deck. Pretty powerful behind the very sweet and adorable aesthetics, but absolutely a great reader. What is your strength? Your strength is the Two of Wands. This is a great deck when it comes to meditating, planning, considering your options, evaluating your options, making decisions. So when you're in front of a dilemma or in front of a choice, of course for entertainment purposes only, always consult an expert when it comes to medical, financial, and legal advice. But for any other, let's say, everyday life situation, concern, consult this deck for guidance. The messages, as you could tell, they were awesome, the messages in the guidebook. Two of Cups, interesting. I pulled this card without even asking the question, but I think that this is a clarification about the Two of Wands. It could be a great deck when it comes to relationship readings, not only of a romantic nature, of course. What is your weakness, if there is a weakness? I honestly don't see any weakness in this deck. Page of Pentacles. Maybe it's a young deck. It might be. In the sense that it might appeal to a lot of people, and it might not appeal to those who are not used to this art style, this concept. I mean, if you don't like animal decks, if you're not into cats, if you're not into cute stuff, maybe this might not be your thing. This is how I would read the Page of Pentacles. They usually indicate for me immature energy or a childlike attitude, or a child, a child. Although this is a great deck if you're okay with introducing your kids to these mystical tools. This is a great, perfect deck for that age group. What are you here to teach me? Knight of Swords, getting to the bottom of the truth, learning the truth, starting my quest to learn the truth. How can I better learn from you? Six of Swords, leave my worries behind, just put myself in a calm state of mind when I do my readings. And then what is the outcome of our collaboration? The Judgment. That's a positive outcome for us. This is the deck I was looking for. I didn't really have a cat tarot, a cat themed tarot in my deck, and now I have it. I finally found it, and I'm keeping it. Thank you so much for US Games for this beautiful opportunity to review the deck. Please let me have your comments. Let me have your feedback about the deck in the comment section. Do you like it? Are you a cat person? Do you love animal decks? Did you enjoy what you saw? And if so, why? Stay tuned for more reviews. US Games was incredibly generous, sent me a lot of new releases that they would like me to share with you. I'll be back with some more reviews and walkthroughs. Until I see you next time, many blessings.